Hey guys, it's Scorpso3 here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we are going to be talking about the mouse I had chosen, the Cooler Master MM711 mouse. Let's get into it. Okay, so I went on the search for a gaming mouse. I had an original mouse. This thing was terrible. It was probably the cheapest mouse you could ever buy. Uh, I've never really heard of the brand that I had this thing. I bought it from a store and I was really just looking for a mouse that would actually just work. I just wanted something that it was a business only and it just had to work. Time went on. I decided to get into a little bit of gaming, and then it's turned into a fair bit of gaming, now streaming, and a whole range of different things. So I went looking for a quality mouse, and I wanted something that performed well, functioned well, looked great, was really light, and yeah, just an overall reliable package because I need something that works. And with all my reviews, that's what you'll find that I just use things that work. I want to find things that are reliable that work, and that's what I went for. So after doing a lot of research online, I looked at a lot of other YouTube videos, exactly like you guys probably, and that's why you're here. And I come across the Cooler Master mouse. Now, for me, I'm a little bit biased towards Cooler Master. They don't sponsor any of my videos, but I've had some really good results with Cooler Master, and I've really enjoyed their product range. And they're not really a top of the range company, but they just have consistently good, reliable products. And that's the thing that I like. I just want something that's reliable, that performs well, and that is economical and doesn't cost the earth, man. I don't want to spend $200 on a mouse. And if you do or you can, man, go and do that by all means. So I look for a Cooler Master mouse. I wanted to see what they were like. I did a bit of research. I did come across the Cooler Master MM710 mouse, which is the previous mouse to this one. Now, I think this was their first attempt at an extremely lightweight mouse because from all reports of what I looked at, this was a terrible mouse. It was bending, it was flexing. The clicker, the right click, failed on a few of them. The buttons on top were loose. The scroll wheels weren't great. But from all reports, they said that Cooler Master was on the right track. Just the execution of that mouse was pretty poor, which surprises me. So then they brought out the next model, which is the MM711. And after watching the reviews from that about that mouse, I found that a lot of people were saying that this is the mouse that should have come out the first time. This is a quality mouse. And they were happy with the buttons had been fixed. There was no more flex. The RGB was great. The scroll wheel was fixed. And pretty much everything that they listen to their customers and then they come back with a quality product to really just blow the other one out of the water. So I thought, well, I'm going to check this thing out. I'm going to have a look and I'm going to see what it's like. So I ended up buying it. I do believe they go for roughly 80 something dollars these days. Could be about right. I think I got mine for about 60. But during these times, things have gone up in price. To be honest, all mice have gone up. So I know Logitech makes some great mouses, but they've also gone up in price at this time. So would I pay $80 for this mouse? I actually think I would. To be honest, I would. If I found it for 60, that would be amazing. And I think I bought it for 60. So, but anyway, onto the mouse. So this pretty much fit the bill for me. Let's see if I can get this thing on screen. So you'll see it's that honeycomb shape. I really like that. It's got some quite big holes, even holes on the buttons, holes on the side and underneath. If I can get that in the screen, my mouse and the cord stopping me. I'll show you it in a moment, but yeah, so it's got quite a lot of holes in it. And that what gives it an extreme lightweight, especially as a 60 grams. It's literally 60 grams. Extremely light in the fingers. Can be a little bit unnerving at times, especially if you're a first-person shooter. The responsiveness and your hand to mouse. Sometimes it feels like you're not using a mouse. You've got nothing in your hand whatsoever, and that can be quite unnerving. But if you want to flick, if you want instant response, yeah, it's definitely the mouse for you. The clicks are good. The clicks sound great. The scroll wheel is much better. Can be a little bit light at times. You can definitely feel the notches, but it can be a little bit light at times, especially if you're scrolling through weapons and you're in a pressure situation. Sometimes you can flick too far. Doesn't happen very often. The side buttons are good, quite easy to get to with your thumb, no problems. Sometimes I find I'm pressing them really hard in pressure situations, and this has held up quite well so far. It has a nice braided cable. Really like the braided cable. Really lightweight, kind of like some of the more expensive mice that you can get. And the RGB as well. It should be stated that the RGB is very nice. The RGB is really bright, really clean and clear, great colors. It's really good. And also the pads that you get. The pads you get with this mouse underneath are very, very smooth, very fast as well. I also have a Cooler Master mouse pad, which is the MP750 XL RGB mouse pad, and I reckon they must have paired these two together at some stage when they sold them, because it feels nice and at home. It's so smooth on top that sometimes you can't even feel the mouse sliding underneath your hands. It is so smooth. So that's great. What would I improve on this mouse? Sometimes it's so lightweight that it can be very unnerving. Like I said, it can feel like you've got nothing in your hand at all. Sometimes in pressure situations, I do find myself accidentally, maybe once or twice, flicking the thumb buttons. And the only other thing that I would really improve would be the software. I think the software needs a little bit of work. It's relatively easy to use. You can make custom profiles for your mouse, for the colors, for the buttons. Yeah, it's good software. It's just basic though, and it doesn't need anything else. It could be a little bit easier to use, but to be honest, you're rarely ever going in there and changing it anyway. You're normally sticking to what you've got. And it works with all the other line of Cooler Master gear. So if you've got a keyboard, if you've got a headset, if you've got other Cooler Master gear, the same piece of software works for most of their devices. So that's great just to have one bit of software running everything. But yeah, outside of that, guys, it's a really good mouse. I think you guys will enjoy it if you pick one up. I might have some links underneath this video to pick one up yourself if you wish. But yeah, I'd highly recommend it if you're a gamer on a budget that wants a quality mouse. Go ahead and pick one up because I think you'll really like it. And this is after I've had almost 12 months, I think, with this mouse, so it's not something new to me. But yeah, guys, I hope this video was of value to you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, like and subscribe if you want to see some more. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Peace.